Hello, everyone. It is about 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning. I am going to make a cup of coffee. Well, I'm going to make a pot of coffee. And I am going to talk to you guys while I do it because I'm going to start trying to put out more vlogs. I really want to do this. There's my denture cream and my dentures in the background. Yeah, I'd like to show you guys more about who I am and what I do, kind of days in the life of an amputee. So I started back with low carb again. I need something to get the coffee out of the container. Yeah, here we go. So I started back with a low carb diet. Oh, there's something in here to get it out with. Beautiful. So I am a week in, and the past couple of days I'm not so hungry anymore, but for the first several days I felt like I was starving. I guess that's part of the whole process. So I'm gonna get this coffee going, and I'll see you in a few. Alright, so that was a flash for you guys, but it is now 2:45 in my world. So I first of all want to say that I am going to be making Sierra some portobello burgers. Portobello. I don't know. It's one of those two. So before I get started on that, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my health. And I just want to preface this by saying that if you have anything mean or nasty to say about either my appearance, my teeth, my hair, my health, you will be blocked permanently, no questions asked. So, moving right along. As some of you already know, I am an amputee. I have had all of the toes on my right foot amputated, and this was done over the course of 2 different surgeries. At first, they took my first 3 toes, and then that surgery didn't heal up, so they went back and revisited the wound and took my other 2 toes. So this is another reason you shouldn't say rude or mean things, because this has been very traumatic and very hard on me. But I wanted to say that I am about 1.5 years post-op, and things are getting a little bit better, although I do have some dry skin that cracked open on the heel of my bad foot. So it's a little bit painful to walk right now. But I also wanted, my nails need done. So I wanted to mention that back in January of this year, I was hospitalized again. What it is I have a very rare blood clotting disorder on top of having diabetes. And I mean, I have a plethora of health issues. I also have bipolar disorder, so I have mental health and physical health going on. But I never came out and told you guys on my channel, excuse me, that back in January I was hospitalized again for another blood clot, and I had 3 surgeries in a row to try to bust up the clot or clots. I don't know if there was one or if there were multiple, but I spent 12 awful days in the hospital, and I had 3 surgeries 3 days in a row. And for 4 days I wasn't allowed to eat anything, and 3 of the 4 days I had to spend the time laying entirely flat on my back. I wasn't allowed to sit up. It had something to do with blood flow. I'm not exactly sure what all that entails, but I wasn't allowed to sit up, and I have severe sciatica in my hip, and that was excruciating, and this went on for an entire 3 days. So let me just say, when they finally let me sit up, I was elated, and I finally got something to eat. Happened right around the same time, so that was really nice. But I was in a lot of pain after the surgery. When the blood flow came back to my leg and foot, it was excruciating. I kind of compare it to having a limb fall asleep on you, and when the blood comes rushing back, it kind of hurts. Well, multiply that by 1,000,000, and that's the kind of pain that I was in. And the pain meds that they were giving me weren't even touching it. This is an M&M jar, but it actually has pistachios in it. Don't judge me, not my jar. But anyway, I'm going to have a couple pistachios while talking to you guys. But yeah, it's been a long, long road to try to recover. It's been completely awful. I can't think of a time that I was hospitalized for my blood clots that was pleasant. Let's just say that much. There's a lot of pain. A lot of pain. And the part of me that I don't really understand is I have never actually really grieved for the loss of my toes. I'm not the type of person who cries a lot. In fact, I rarely ever cry at all. And you would think that if you're losing a body part, that might make you cry, but it didn't for me. And it was a lot of trauma. Oh, it was so traumatic. I mean, the pain you feel when you have something amputated is like super, super bad. So, you know, that will bring us to the present time right now. I am just trying to live my best life despite the cards I've been dealt in life. Now, maybe if I had led a healthier lifestyle, this stuff wouldn't have happened to me. But, you know, it also doesn't happen to other people who don't live exactly healthy lifestyles. So if that makes sense, I really am not going to sit around and blame myself and feel guilty that this happened to me, because it did happen and there's now nothing I can do. But like I said, I want to live my best life. I am limited on the things that I can do now that I have no toes. I would say that I can only stand for about 10 minutes at a time, which at times makes cooking and cleaning difficult for me. I would say that those are the hardest things I have to do right now, because of course I am not working a job because due to my handicaps and disabilities. So basically what I do is I try to manage or delegate a lot of housework to my kids as much as they can possibly do, but I still contribute. I do what I can with what I've got. So a lot of times I will have to sit down and I will have to stay seated for long periods of time because there's just so much pain. But when I'm feeling good and my foot isn't in so much pain, I will get up and clean the house and do what I can do. So I am lucky as hell to have great kids who are really supportive. I also have a great mom, and Jason is a great boyfriend to me. And all of these people in my life make it possible for me to lead a healthy, happy, and productive life. And like I mentioned earlier, I am sorta on the keto diet. I'm just calling it low carb because I'm not necessarily sticking to the 20 carbs or less a day. I'm just trying to eat low carb and as few carbs as possible. But I mean, sometimes I'm sure I probably go over that. And I'm not even necessarily doing it so much for weight loss. Even though if I do lose weight, that's an added bonus. I am doing this to get my sugar under control. And I want to do that to prevent any further complications with diabetes affecting my foot or leg. But they said that it had nothing to do with my diabetes why I lost my toes. It was because of the rare blood clotting disorder. Now, I don't want to continue and ramble on, so I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll be back with the cooking. Oh, it's Licky Loki licking her arm. See, this is something that he does, guys. He likes to lick people's arms. And it's really weird because he has a scratchy tongue. And if you look really close, on the other side of her is Stevie. She's about to jump up on the cedar chest. You'll have to excuse my couch. All the leather is coming off of it. It gets all over the floor and it's really yucky. Well, I guess that wraps it up, guys. Sorry for being backlit, but I just wanted to film a short outro to this video. Sorry, there will be no cooking in this video, so my cooking channel has a non-cooking video, and that's because Sierra is going with her dad tonight, and I forgot about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please take care. Thank you. Have a great day.